A very good evening. Welcome to Republic TV. I'm Ridhumanan Bhardwaj. On This Is Exclusive, viewers, the first story that we're going to be speaking about is the massive sex scandal that has hit the Deve Gowda family. How the absconder has now run away. He took a flight to Frankfurt. The sex tape horror has exploded. And we're going to get you all the details on that. Let me tell you the second story that we're going to speak about today, the arrests that have been made in the deepfake case. We're also getting an exclusive reaction from Union Minister Amit Shah on that. The arrest has now been made in the Shah deepfake video. Let me also tell you, we've got an exclusive interaction with Union Minister Smriti Irani, an exclusive interaction in which she speaks about to Republic TV after filing nomination from Amethi. The big question now, the suspense over who she's going to be fighting against in Amethi remains. Viewers, let's first go to our top headlines and then to our news. Massive sex scandal hits Deve Gowda family in Karnataka amid the Lok Sabha polls. Absconder Prajwal Revana, H.D. Deve Gowda's grandson, to be suspended from the party, says H.D. Kumaraswamy. Republic confronts sex scandal accused Prajwal Revana's father, H.D. Revana. And top news that's coming in, viewers, big news. Union Minister Amit Shah spoke exclusively to Republic TV during his roadshow in Guwahati. Amit Shah also at Assam spoke about the deepfake video. Let's listen to that exclusive interaction.
एक तरफ ये जन समर्थन 1.5 से 2 लाख लोगों की भीड़ आ रही है और दूसरी तरफ ये स्तर हो गया है कि आपकी एडिटेड और फेक वीडियोस जो है वायरल कर रहा है विपक्ष।
देखिए, फेक वीडियो वायरल करना यही बात का निशानी है कि वो झूठ बोल रहे हैं। मेरा सच्चा वीडियो मीडिया के पास भी है, जनता ने भी देखा है। मेरे मुंह में गलत बात दिखाकर वो इस प्रकार से वीडियो कराते हैं, वो बताता है कि उनके जीतने का आधार चला गया है और आत्मविश्वास नहीं।
एक तरफ ये जन समर्थन 1.5 से 2 लाख लोगों की भीड़ आ रही है और दूसरी तरफ ये स्तर हो गया है कि आपकी एडिटेड और फेक वीडियोस जो है वायरल कर रहा है विपक्ष।
देखिए, फेक वीडियो वायरल करना यही बात का निशानी है कि वो झूठ बोल रहे हैं। मेरा सच्चा वीडियो मीडिया के पास भी है, जनता ने भी देखा है। मेरे मुंह में गलत बात दिखाकर वो इस प्रकार से वीडियो कराते हैं, वो बताता है कि उनके जीतने का आधार चला गया है और आत्मविश्वास नहीं।
And as Amit Shah, Union Home Minister, speaks about the Congress attack on him, the deepfake video also, we're also going to see other people being arrested and spoken to and confronted. Let's also listen in to what Prime Minister Modi, who launched a scathing attack regarding the circulation of these deepfake videos, has said.
आज के अंदर तनाव पैदा करने का षड्यंत्र चल रहा है। देश में अगर शांतिपूर्ण चुनाव चलते रहे तो इनके इरादे कभी भी सफल नहीं हो सकते और इसलिए आने वाले 1 महीने के अंदर अंदर देश में कोई बड़ी हरकतें करने का इनका इरादा है और मैं एक बड़ी गंभीरता से उन पर आरोप लगा रहा हूं। सामाजिक तनाव पैदा करके अनहोनी घटनाएं घटे, इसके खेल खेले जा रहे हैं और इसलिए मैं छत्रपति शिवाजी महाराज की सातारा की पवित्र धरती से देशवासियों को कहना चाहता हूं, मीडिया के मेरे साथियों को कहना चाहता हूं कि लोकतंत्र की भलाई के लिए, देश में सुख शांति के लिए, देश की एकता के लिए कृपा करके जो भी फेक वीडियो निकलते हैं उनको हम एक्सपोज करें। ऐसे कोई भी वीडियो, कोई भी तस्वीर आपके व्हाट्सएप पे आए तो किसी सोशल मीडिया पर दिखे तो मेरा रिक्वेस्ट है पुलिस को जानकारी दे। उसको फॉरवर्ड करने से पहले सोचिए कहीं वो आपका भी नुकसान कर देगी। क्योंकि कानून बहुत कड़क है और मैं ही चाहता हूं कि निर्दोष नागरिक इसके शिकार हो जाए और इसलिए ये फेक वीडियो इन सब से हमारे समाज को बचाना हमारा दायित्व है और ऐसे लोगों के विरुद्ध मैं इलेक्शन कमीशन से भी विशेष रूप से रिक्वेस्ट करता हूं कि आप उनके ऊपर कठोर कार्रवाई करने के लिए कदम बढ़ाएं। सरकार पूरी तरह सच्चाई के साथ रहेगी, ये मैं देशवासियों को विश्वास दिलाता हूं। आपके अधिकारों की रक्षा के लिए, आपके आरक्षण की रक्षा के लिए मोदी किसी भी हद तक जाएगा, ये मैं आपको विश्वास दिलाता हूं। साथियों, आजकल एक और चिंता का विषय मैं आपके सामने रखना चाहता हूं। सोशल मीडिया का जमाना है, टेक्नोलॉजी का जमाना है और बहुत सी चीजें व्हाट्सएप पर, एक्स पर, सब पर आती रहती हैं और हम भी कभी देखे बिना फॉरवर्ड कर देते हैं। मैं सबसे पहले सोशल मीडिया के प्लेटफॉर्म पर काम कर रहा आया। आज दुनिया में भी सबसे ज्यादा फॉलोवर अगर किसी के हैं तो जो पहले 2-3 नाम है उसमें आपका एक मोदी है, क्योंकि मैंने इस ताकत का सदुपयोग किया, समाज से जुड़ने के लिए उपयोग किया, समाज की भावनाओं को समझने के लिए उपयोग किया, सही बात पहुंचाने के लिए उपयोग किया। लेकिन जो लोग चुनाव हार चुके हैं, मैदान खो चुके हैं, ये लोग इन दिनों टेक्नोलॉजी का उपयोग करके फेक वीडियो बना रहे हैं। आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस का दुरुपयोग करते हुए मेरी आवाज में ऐसी भद्दी चीजें आजकल सोशल मीडिया में डाल रहे हैं कि बहुत बड़ा खतरा पैदा हो रहा है। और इसलिए मेरी देशवासियों की अपील है कि कोई भी फेक वीडियो आपको नजर आए, आप पुलिस को जानकारी दो, हमारी पार्टी को जानकारी दो, कानूनी लोगों पर कार्रवाई होगी।
And we're also going to get an exclusive reaction on it. Let's listen into what we have.
जो राहुल गांधी का वीडियो को ये लोग कितना, नरेंद्र मोदी व्हाट्सएप यूनिवर्सिटी कितना गलत कितना बार कहा है राजनीति में। पहले एक बार आप पूरा वो वीडियो के ऊपर जांच कराइए। राहुल गांधी का बात को गलत मार्केट करके आपने उसको डिफेम करने के लिए अपना व्हाट्सएप यूनिवर्सिटी कितना काम किया है। बन उनके ऊपर सरकार तो आपका है, उनके ऊपर पहले कार्रवाई करके आपका सच्चाई को जनता को दिखाने की कोशिश करो। आपके ऊपर एक वीडियो आया तो आप इतने परेशान लग रहे हैं, और वो भी सच्ची है डुप्लीकेट है। हम वी आर नॉट ए साइंटिस्ट, मगर हम ये पूछते हैं वीडियो में क्या बात है, वो आपका माइंडसेट में है ही ऑलरेडी। मोहन भगवती जी ने बोला आपका मंडल फेक, अरे फेक नहीं, मैं तो ये बात फेक वीडियो बोल के हमने नहीं बोल रहे, फेक वीडियो नहीं बोल के भी नहीं बोल रहे, हाई बोल के भी नहीं बोल रहे, वो जांच होगा, बात ऐसा नहीं है। मगर ऐसी फेक वीडियो में जब आप ये पूछते हैं तो राहुल गांधी को डिफेम करने में कितना फेक वीडियो आपने बनाया, उसके ऊपर क्यों कार्रवाई नहीं किया? वो कार्रवाई करे तो जब आपका सच्चाई, आपका ईमानदारी सामने आता था, सरकार का सही ईमानत है, सही इनका माइंडसेट किसी फेक वीडियो के खिलाफ, सब फेक वीडियो के खिलाफ है, मगर आप इसने नहीं किया है। ज़्यादा बदनाम करने की कोशिश किया, उसको सरकार से बचाया हुआ है, उसको केस भी नहीं लगाने दिए। राहुल गांधी देश का आदमी नहीं है, देश का पार्लियामेंट मेंबर नहीं है, उसको तो घर से भी निकाला है ना आप लोग।
We are also very soon, and also case has been filed on the people who have edited the videos of Amit Bhai and are doing a wrong propagation.
Well, we also see that notice has been served to the Telangana Chief Minister in connection with this fake video. How do you look at these controversies? Because Prime Minister also had made a comment that if there is any such fake video which is coming around, they should be very careful.
Exactly. Why? If it's not only this video, they've also made a lot of fake videos on me also, editing a lot of things. For example, in Aapki Adalat, I have very clearly said that all those outside Muslims who come from Islamic countries, the whole idea and purpose is to stop them and throw them out of the country, for which they have edited that I have spoke that the Muslims in the country have to be thrown out. They have edited and they have done also. We are also filing a case on that also. I would want to alert all the people in this country, Hindus and Muslims, just be careful with Congress, be careful with AMIM, and be careful with INDIA. They can stoop down to any extent by editing any video of ours along with the great stalwart politicians like Amit Bhai and everybody. They can go to any extent to really misguide the citizens of the Bharat. So please be careful, don't fall prey for these things. And the only party which can give you future with Sabka Saath and Sabka Vikas is only Bajpa.
And there's breaking news that's coming in on our top focus. JDS patriarch and former Prime Minister H.D. Deve Gaura's son had earlier spoken to us on his grandson's sex sleaze tape after he absconded. The latest coming in from the JDS after this panic-stricken situation there. The core committee meeting of the JDS has been called tomorrow at Hubli, and the MLAs and leaders of JDS are demanding a suspension of Prajwal Revana from the party. We're also getting details. Let me quickly get you some, let me try and get in our colleague Prajwal right now. But the core committee meeting has been called tomorrow. It is likely to be taken up in Karnataka's Hubli at 10 a.m. tomorrow. Viewers, before we go across to Prajwal, my colleague, let me also tell you the top focus is also on Republic Kannada exclusively confronting H.D. Deve Gaura's son, who is the father of the accused here. Let's take a look at what he said.
ಪ್ರಜ್ವಲ್ ಅವ್ರ ಕೇಸ್ ವಿರುದ್ಧ ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಸ್ ಪ್ರತಿಭಟನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಆ ಕೇಸ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಿ ಸರ್?
ಸರ್, ಈಗ ಅವ್ರು SIT ನೇಮಕ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ತನಿಖೆ ಮಾಡಿಸ್ಲಿ, ಯಾರು ಬೇಡ ಅಂತ ಹಿಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರು. ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ನಮ್ಮ ಕುಟುಂಬಕ್ಕೆ 40 ವರ್ಷದಿಂದ COD ಲೋಕಾಯುಕ್ತ ಎಲ್ಲ ನಡೆಸಿರೋದು. ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ನಾವು ಎದುರಿಸಕ್ಕೆ ರೆಡಿ. ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ
ಪ್ರಕರಣ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಿ ಸರ್? ಮಹಿಳೆಯರು ಕೂಡ ದೂರು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಮಹಿಳಾ
ಸರ್, ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ತನಿಖೆ ಮಾಡಲಿ ಸರ್, ನಾವು ಬೇಡ ಅಂತ. ತನಿಖೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಏನೈತೆ ಮಾಡಲಿ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನನಗೇನು ನೋಡಿ ಸರ್, ಈ ಥರ ಈಗ ನಾನು ಯಾವುದೂ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ. ದಯಮಾಡಿ
ಉಚ್ಚಾಟನೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಕೆಲವರೆಲ್ಲ ಒತ್ತಾಯ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ.
ಅದನ್ನು ಪಾರ್ಟಿ ಏನು ಡಿಸಿಷನ್ ತಾಳುತ್ತೋ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಬದ್ಧ.
ಈಗ ದೇವೇಗೌಡರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಏನಾದರೂ ಮಾತಾಡಿದ್ರ?
ಅವರು ದೇವೇಗೌಡ ಹತ್ರ ಹೋಗಿ ಕೇಳಿ ಸರ್. ಬರಲ್ಲ ಸರ್.
ನಮ್ಮ ಜೊತೆ ರೇವಣ್ಣ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸರ್, ಪ್ರಜ್ವಲ್ ಅವ್ರ ಕೇಸ್ ವಿರುದ್ಧ ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಸ್ ಪ್ರತಿಭಟನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಆ ಕೇಸ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಿ ಸರ್?
ಸರ್, ಈಗ ಅವ್ರು SIT ನೇಮಕ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ತನಿಖೆ ಮಾಡಿಸ್ಲಿ, ಯಾರು ಬೇಡ ಅಂತ ಹಿಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರು. ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ನಮ್ಮ ಕುಟುಂಬಕ್ಕೆ 40 ವರ್ಷದಿಂದ COD ಲೋಕಾಯುಕ್ತ ಎಲ್ಲ ನಡೆಸಿರೋದು. ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ನಾವು ಎದುರಿಸಕ್ಕೆ ರೆಡಿ. ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ
ಪ್ರಕರಣ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಿ ಸರ್? ಮಹಿಳೆಯರು ಕೂಡ ದೂರು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಮಹಿಳಾ
ಸರ್, ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ತನಿಖೆ ಮಾಡಲಿ ಸರ್, ನಾವು ಬೇಡ ಅಂತ. ತನಿಖೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಏನೈತೆ ಮಾಡಲಿ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನನಗೇನು ನೋಡಿ ಸರ್, ಈ ಥರ ಈಗ ನಾನು ಯಾವುದೂ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ. ದಯಮಾಡಿ
ಉಚ್ಚಾಟನೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಕೆಲವರೆಲ್ಲ ಒತ್ತಾಯ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ.
ಅದನ್ನು ಪಾರ್ಟಿ ಏನು ಡಿಸಿಷನ್ ತಾಳುತ್ತೋ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಬದ್ಧ.
ಈಗ ದೇವೇಗೌಡರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಏನಾದರೂ ಮಾತಾಡಿದ್ರ?
ಅವರು ದೇವೇಗೌಡ ಹತ್ರ ಹೋಗಿ ಕೇಳಿ ಸರ್. ಬರಲ್ಲ ಸರ್.
The Karnataka State Women's Commission Nagalakshmi Chaudhary also spoke exclusively to Republic TV regarding the ongoing sex scandal that has hit Karnataka and the Deve Gaura family by storm. Let's listen to what she said.
There has been a sleaze tape controversy of the Hassan MP, Mr. Prajwal Revana, which has come to the light, and we are also joined in by Dr. Nagalakshmi Chaudhary, who is the chairperson of the Karnataka Women's Commission. First and foremost, this particular case has now come to the light. How did this come to your notice? And you also recommended to the Chief Minister of Karnataka that a special investigation team will have to be formed as well. Have the victims also reached out to you?
Yeah, the first women activists, basically, they gave a complaint. And later, the other organizations also came with a complaint and with a pen drive too. And by the time, through social media, we had already received, the same day, particular day, I also received a few of the videos and all that. And then we as a team, we went through all this, and most of them we didn't go to, but could feel the sensitiveness in the case. And then I felt, because hundreds of women are involved in this, and my major concern was about the women in the videos. And that's why I wrote to the CM to recommend this case for special investigation team. And then later, after 4 days, victim, in person gave a complaint and spoke to me. Then I think the added strength to this case came on. And now the investigation team has been headed by BK Singh, a very senior and excellent officer who also handled the Gauri Lankesh case. And efficient team is there in this. Yeah, we are waiting law to take its own course and hoping for the justice.
The big breaking news that's coming in as we are speaking. The Delhi High Court has now issued summons to the BBC on its UK address, and they have not been served to them. Apparently, the matter is listed in August for further hearing, but the Delhi High Court Delhi Court has now issued a fresh summons to the BBC at their UK address. I also want to tell our viewers that the Delhi Court had been for a long time hearing this case, and after hearing the case, summons had been issued to the BBC. However, fresh notice to the BBC had also gone in. The Delhi court had issued a fresh summons to BBC earlier. That had not gone down well. This is on the basis of the defamation suit filed by BJP leader Binay Kumar Singh, seeking to restrain them from publishing in recent documentaries on the Prime Minister or anything related to the RSS, and after what they had tried to put out. So another notice now going to the BBC, summons to the BBC UK address, and the BBC is now expected to possibly give a response to the Delhi court on this. The Delhi High Court had also issued a fresh notice to the BBC earlier on the plea. This was also after a documentary had come out on the British Broadcasting Corporation's channel, where they had tried to defame the Prime Minister. Justice Datta and others who were listening to the case had issued a fresh notice to the BBC India also on that plea by the Gujarat NGO Justice on Trial. They have served notice to them. However, they have not replied to that on the UK address. There will be another summons that are issued to them. Now, as the Delhi court issues this, we're also getting the details that the centre had earlier issued directions for blocking multiple YouTube channels and videos and Twitter posts that had shared the links of the BBC documentary. They said it lacks objectivity and reflects a colonial mindset. Truly, the BBC's video was one-sided and was trying to gain a propaganda. The court issued a notice. The councils for the NGOs also informed notices had been issued, but they could not be served. The situation still stands the same. The NGOs council had sought more time to issue the notices. Also, the NGO that had moved the court had sought damages of 10,000 crore in favor of the NGO on account of the loss of reputation and goodwill caused to the Prime Minister, the Government of India and Gujarat by the BBC. It was an extremely sensitive case that was being heard. Let me try and go across to Senior Executive Editor Abhishek Kapoor joining me on the phone line. Abhishek, what are the details you are picking up? Apparently, BBC UK address is not able to get a simple summons served to them from a Delhi court.
Well, and this has been going on for a while. This is the third or fourth time the summons went unanswered, and that's why they are being sent now to their British or the UK address. Essentially, in January 2023, that was the time when BBC came out with a documentary, two-part series, in fact, on Prime Minister Modi. It was titled India, the Modi Question. And subsequently, we saw after a bit of a brouhaha, there was a petition in the Delhi High Court by an NGO which said that this seems like aimed at maligning not just the office of the Prime Minister, but indeed the reputation of India itself. and that's the matter which has been in the court since then, and almost little less than a year. And the Delhi High Court has issued summons earlier in the month of September, in the month of December, and now because they were getting sort of unanswered, now it's going to the UK address. Hopefully, it would be redressed and addressed. And we have seen how subsequently a lot of changes were brought in because the BBC was found to be not in line with India's income tax laws, and they were advised to make changes, which they have done. But this is a separate matter. In fact, this was the genesis which led to more scrutiny of the BBC because of the kind of projection that was attempted by that documentary of not just Prime Minister as the petition suggests, but also of coloring the perception about India, and that's the reason why the matter is in the court. Justice Sachin Datta, I believe now, following up on the summons and issuing this notice to the BBC UK address now.
All right. Thank you, Abhishek, for giving us those details. Clearly, the BBC seems not able to give out any stance for what's been happening in the Delhi court. Viewers, it's a top focus we'll continue having after a short break. But also after a short break, we're going to get you visuals of the Prime Minister who's at a meeting and at a rally in Pune. All that and much more after a short break.